Hello and welcome back to the live stream here on Agriland at the Agriland stand of the Ploughing Championships here in Screggan, County Offaly. We're wrapping up our live stream. It's been such a busy 3 days. We've had so many guests. We've had so many conversations with people. But with the success of this year's ploughing, who could we be better to talk to than Anna Marie McHugh from the National Ploughing Association? We've nabbed you for a few minutes. The Taoiseach is around. You're due to be with him, but thank you for joining us just to wrap up, and let's talk about, Anna Marie, the success of this particular ploughing. First of all, let's talk about the ploughing competitions. As far as I'm aware, I'm looking at the time here, the competition's now over. Winners to be announced a little later on, isn't that right?
Yes, now we've had some very exciting results over the last 2 days, you know, different names appearing, which has been great. So a lot of memories going home from Offaly as a place that you won in All Ireland. I was out with the Taoiseach in the senior test matches. We've the Cavernaland test and the conventional test, and those competitions are happening, and the standard is very high. We talked to 3 or 4 competitors, and it's very difficult to know where it's at. The winners there today qualify for the World Contest next year and for the Europeans and the International. So very, very stiff competition. Yeah. But the ground looked lovely, and they've had a great day of ploughing.
Brilliant, and we'll have the results on Agriland later as well. They'll be very excited, especially going to the World Ploughing. The crowds, let's talk about the crowds this year. Last week, I think everyone was apprehensive because we all did think the weather was going to be much worse. But wow, the crowds this year have been absolutely fantastic so far, Anna Marie.
Yeah, it's really been good, you know, and I suppose we did expect today to kind of fall back a bit. Now, I haven't checked the statistics. Sometimes people say it can look great, but, you know, you have to take into account the number of buses that are here, the number of people that came on the trains, etc. Thursday wouldn't be usually our biggest day, but there's some crowd out there, in fairness. And we were so lucky. We've had a bit of drizzle in the last hour, but it seems to be gone again. We couldn't have been luckier with the way the weather has come. And on Tuesday night, you know, there was 17 mil, I think, of rain, and there was more forecast for today, so massively fortunate. The Child of Prague definitely has worked.
Oh, absolutely, definitely.
It's outside the office of the NPA.
Fantastic, and that's the exact place for it. Now, just in terms of going forward, this has been a really successful 2025 for the National Ploughing Association. I know you previously mentioned that very soon, or even if you can give us any indication, will we be back here next year or even over the next 3 years, Anna Marie?
I'd love to be able to see Stella. We just don't have confirmation of that at the minute. We're looking at our options for the next 3 years at the moment, and we're quite anxious that we would be in a position to announce 26, 27 and 28 together. That's the kind of plan.
Isn't that great though, to have that certainty?
It is, and we haven't done that in a long time. So that's why we're taking a little bit of time to actually be in that position. I suppose, we're kind of finding that in recent years, the event is so big coming to a county that it's really important to give them a chance to prepare and to promote the fact it's coming. And even from an international visitor's point of view, that you can do that. So that's kind of the feel that we've been getting, and that's why we're looking at that option going forward.
And before I let you go, Anna Marie, tell me about why ploughing endures. Why is it so attractive still in 2025? Why, you know, when people say that we're all becoming one more step removed from an actual farm, why it's still so much fun for people to come here? Yeah, and not just fun, also on a business nature.
Absolutely. I think for us, you know, I stand to be corrected, but for us, I think ploughing is still at the core of the event. That's what we were when we started in 1931. And the reason that exhibitors started coming to the event is because the farmers were there and they were taking part, they were looking at the ploughing, so there was a potential of doing a bit of business. We haven't changed the core of what we're about. We're about the Ploughing Championships and an agricultural exhibition. So that's really what it's about. I have to say we're thrilled that we've quite a few livestock back with us this year. We decided on a different programme, a different way to have livestock to coming and going during the week. That has worked really, really well. But things change every year and evolve, but then there's a lot of things at the ploughing that never change, that people have seen here 20, 30 years ago. And I think that's what really, really important, keeping grounded on the things that are part of the association. And there's really no fear of the event insofar as we have members from all over the country, and they're great for grounding you. And our volunteers that have come here this week from all over to make the event happen. And I think that's a lot about what the ploughing is about. And there's an ownership. Rural Ireland really has an ownership. And you can see that this week. People are just stopping and saying, thanks for doing this. We're delighted. It's great. And that's just really very positive.
Absolutely. And it's great to end on a positive note like that. You are under time pressure, so we let you go. Anna Marie McHugh, thank you very much. That's Anna Marie McHugh from the National Ploughing Association. And please do pop off, because I know you have to. I know you're under pressure, and we really appreciate it.
A massive thank you to Agriland for the live stream. The number of comments that we're getting on the social media, the number of comments we get into our stand, people that just can't get here or there's a certain day they can't come, it really is massively important. We're so grateful to
Our
Agriland
absolute
and the team.
pleasure. Our absolute pleasure. That's the aim of Agriland, is to provide access to everyone, regardless of where they are or how they view us. So thank you, Anna Marie.
Yeah.
So that's all from our live stream online. That doesn't mean that that's all from our Agriland tent. We will continue here in the actual tent for the next half hour. I think we have another interview with the ICMSA President, Dennis Drennan. We're also going to have a live recording of the Farming Week podcast. Really popular podcast, summing up everything, all the news stories, all the goss, all the fun, all the interesting tidbits from the week of ploughing. If you don't hear it live here, you can hear it live on you're recorded on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts really, and on the Agriland app, so make sure that you download it. I better nip off because everyone is under time pressure to get the podcast done here. We've so much more work to do here at the Ploughing on the day 3 in 2025. Just a very brief thank you to the entire Agriland team who made it possible. They have worked like Trojans for the last number of weeks and months to get this off the ground and make it so successful. Particular mention to our Managing Director, Cormac Farrelly, who owns Agriland, a beef farmer himself, who cares so much about making sure that you at home get to see what's at the Ploughing if you can't make it here yourself. So thank you so much to Cormac and the team, and a very big thank you to our colleagues in Media and News Talk as well, who made it an extra special event and provided our audience with so much more as well this Ploughing. Thanks so much, and stay tuned in the Agriland tent if you're here at the Ploughing, and this is coming up on your phone. Pop down row 10, stand 223 for the live recording of the Farming Week.